try to make this video as fast as I can. Um, uh, I'm trying to, or at least I always be um, authentic and as much honest as I can about all my videos. Um, but this is this is a live trade over the PDT. I don't remember what I said in my last videos, but a friend of mine, my trading soulmate, uh, very good friend of mine. I don't know why she's so good to me, but she allowed me, blessed me with 25 G's, not to have, but just to borrow and to trade with, so that I can um, grow my account because honestly, I fucked up the 25 or 30 that I had, threw it into Dodge just to grow it real quick and make X amount whatever, and I fucked it up. Uh, so I had no money to trade again, and she blessed me with this money. I've been paper trading ever since, but now I'm live, um, and I had to borrow another $1,000 from someone else so that I can be over 25 and 26 at 26. So last week, um, and let me go to the dates. The end of July, uh, July 29th and 30th. I traded one stock on the 29th. Um, TPX, I took $132 loss. $132 loss. Prior to that, the day before, the week before, I told myself not to trade for the last 2 days of the week. Why? I wanted to challenge myself to be patient and just not trade. I failed and did not follow what I told myself, and I ended up trading. I lost 132, which was okay, but my account, based off my account size, it was not okay because um, um, I'm supposed to be losing $300 per trade. I mean, $30 per trade. Then the next day, um, on the 30th, I traded a stock. I put here that it's LC, but the stock wasn't LC. It was something else, and I took over an $1,100 loss on it. Um, and I fucked up bad. Uh, I got undisciplined. I got greedy. I was wrong when I was trading it. I think I was up at one point in the trade, and um, I I I think I was up at one point in the trade, and I didn't take it. I think it was up $500. I didn't take it. I was at one point I was down like I think 2 or 3 G's, and I was just like, what the fuck? And the whole thing that was running through my mind was, you shouldn't have been trading. You shouldn't have been trading. And then I had a chance. They pulled back, and I had a chance to take a small loss. Still didn't take it, and I was trying to kind of like show off in front of someone who came over to learn about the stock market. So I was trying to show her that, hey, this is real money. I just made money, but the lifestyle doesn't go with how I'm living. So it's like uh, she didn't believe it. But not only that, she didn't. She's not even serious about learning. But um, I took that loss, and I had to do a whole week without trading. So I spent that weekend. Fortunately, I had got paid that Friday that I took my $1,100 loss. I just got back to work, so I made like $150. Excuse me, from working, and I immediately transferred that out of my account. and then I needed another $84 to be over 25K. Um, I transferred it without even having it, and I spent the entire weekend up until Monday figuring out how to get the money, and I did, and I got the money, and it transferred. Um, and then yesterday, the money, a portion of it transferred, but today, the entire amount transferred, and I was over $25,000. But the problem was I was over by $2, only $2. The irony of it, right? Irony, yeah, the irony of it. Um, I got it, but I'm in a fucked up position. So today, going into today, I had to be super duper careful. Um, Super duper careful. I knew I was gonna be up only $2, uh, um, over 25K. So the entire Monday through Thursday, Friday, even including Friday, which is today, I spent preparing, trying to get in tune with the markets, not paper trading, just watching and preventing myself from getting in, preventing myself from actually clicking buttons, and just trying to get mentally in tune with the market. So I was just watching every single day, looking to see if there's any opportunity. And there was like opportunity galore this week. I mean, there was just so many opportunities left and right. And I was kind of like beating myself up about it because if I had uh, been patient and not traded on the 29th and 30th of July 2021, then I would have been ready Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and I would have been up. When I saw these opportunities, I swear I would have been up probably 10 G's this week. From all the opportunities that I saw, I'm like, bro, I would have been up 10 G's this week. Um, but I wasn't prepared, so therefore I made nothing. Um, but I stayed in tune and I just watched the markets, got a feel for the rhythm of where the stocks were going. I was focused on first red days and any first green days. I was mentally allowing them to spike first, and then looking for an opportunity to short them. So any first green days that I picked out from the day before or the day of pre-market, I was putting them on my watch list, but I wasn't really watching them. I was focused on the first red days, and then I'll look at the first green days just a little bit and let them spike or let them not spike. All week they weren't spiking. They were just first green day, boom, as soon as market opened, they come crashing by a lot. So I was trying to differentiate between which ones are going to crash, which ones aren't. And I judge it from pre-market, SEC filings, and volume, and flow. Uh, uh, so 424B when it comes to SEC filings. And that helped me, excuse me, I just finished eating. That helped me um, get a better understanding of what I was dealing with and uh, how not to get squeezed. Um, Not only that, I realized that a lot of the big squeezers were either really low flow or stocks that had no overhead resistance or stocks that had no signs of a 424B in their SEC filings. There's sometimes stocks where I see that they have no SEC filings, they have no 424B or any S forms, but they still end up going down. So I gotta remind myself that they tend to hide the fact that they're doing manipulation. So I just kind of like sharpened my knife um, this week, just paying attention to every detail. Um, um, and today I came in. Last night I looked up stocks, put stocks on my watch list, filtered which one would be good and bad. Then I'm struggling to go to sleep at night. I don't know why. My sleeping pattern is kind of like fucked right now. But I stayed up to like 4 or 5 a.m., maybe 6, um, and I was making a watch list. I already had a bit of a watch list, but then I started making a watch list off of what was popping up on my scanner at 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning, 6 in the morning. Um, and I came up with a few stocks, but then as 9 o'clock came, I took a nap. 9 o'clock came. As I'm watching the markets, I'm looking at all these stocks that I picked out, and the way they're moving pre-market, they're not looking too good. So I started filtering things out that I didn't need. Market open, started looking for first red days. That's the first thing I was looking for was first red days. Saw that there was none, or there was no first red days that I liked, and I took out the stocks that I was just watching long term. And afterwards, I just called it a day. Wow, this thing went up by a lot and dropped by a lot. So yeah, this was one of my stocks I was watching. It was second red day and first green day after this drop, and I was debating on shorting it here, but I couldn't tell if it was going to go down or not, so I left it alone. And looking at it from here, it's not overextended, and I just left it alone. So going into today, um, uh, you know, it did what I wanted. I wanted it to drop, and now it's bouncing. So I won't touch it still. I'm hoping that it pushes up back to 46. Um, if not, um, I'm gonna write a mental note here so that I remember. Undo this and just type in uh 46.46 dollars plus is pre-market resistance if you plan on trading this in the future. So I left myself a mental note. Um, um, but yeah, I was filtering out all the stocks that I didn't think would be good, and the market opened. The fuck? Okay, that's annoying. So when market opened, um, uh, I pretty much I pretty much couldn't figure out what to trade. Everything that I picked out was choppy and illiquid. They were up so much, but they were very illiquid and they weren't giving me no opportunity. So I cleared them out. I'm like, the smartest thing to do is to just clear them shits out and look for an opportunity, or look for an opportunity that's good. And of course, you want to wait for the opportunity to come to you, but search and basically the opportunity would present itself, and that way it came to you. So that's what I did, and I just looked, and I knew I had only one shot at this because I was only up over this trade for $2 by $2. So I knew I had to be extra fucking careful on trading it. Um, so there was no fresh red days, so there's no shortened pre-market or as soon as market open. I had to let stocks ride, and uh, I had to really be a sniper because I wasn't in the best position. Um, and I didn't want to add to a loser because I had to think to myself, and I'm like, um, telling myself, uh, you that I can't, that I can't go in too big because if I'm wrong on this trade, um, and I lose a lot, that means it's going to take me even longer to reload this account, and I didn't want to go through that. So I was extra careful, and here's my entries and exits, and as you can see here, but I'll go on to this chart to explain it better. But um, I had to really be a sniper, and I was just looking through my scanner. There was only one stock that was up over 50%, and then the rest was like less than 30%. And I don't remember how much this was up, but I honestly didn't like it. And um, I'm like trying to. I'm doing my research. The float was good. Uh, there was an offering. Um, everything aligned, and it spiked, but there was no volume. There wasn't much volume for the day. Um, the current volume right now is, excuse me, 6 million. Its average is 2.39. So 6.88 million. The average is 2.39. So yes, it's over the 4 million value mark, but it's still low. And I didn't like it. But uh, um, the stock spiked, and I didn't. Of course, I wasn't paying attention to it. The time I got to it was right here. Um, I got to it right here, and as it was spiking, I'm using overhead. I'm using um, daily resistance on it. Now, using daily resistance isn't the smartest thing because uh, it doesn't have overhead resistance until you get to here, which is well, technically it doesn't. Uh, technically it doesn't have overhead resistance. But even if that was overhead resistance, it's 2 years ago, so that might not count. Most of the time, it doesn't count. But uh, I was using this high of day, 2561 as resistance, and I was watching it spike, and it pushed up, and I'm just like, okay, is it gonna break past high day? And I'm watching it, and um, I'm watching the action price action, and it's not pushing. It's illiquid, and it's not pushing hard enough. And I'm like, okay, it's not pushing. Um, so now would be a great time to short it. But I was trying to get it closer to sit in the 50s, and it didn't give me that. I wanted to get to 2550 plus, but not break past 2560, and it didn't give me that. And then it had this nice pullback, or drop this big candlestick right here, and it dropped down to 25.20, and I was like, oh shit, I think I missed my chance. That could have been a nice $300 if I got it in the 50s. I would have took that immediately. And I'm like, maybe it will bounce. Just be prepared. Just be prepared. Don't be emotional about it. So I got in, and I got in at I think 25.40. Yeah, 25.40. Excuse me. And it just kept. After that point, it just started dropping, and my eyes are watching it like a hawk because I'm telling myself, I'm like, you got to get out at 25.60 or 25.50. You got to get out at 25.60 or 25.50. You're in at 25.40, so if you get out at 25.50, you already know you're losing $100. But if it goes to 60, you're losing 200. 100, 100 is easier to come back than from 200. Uh, um, so I'm just like, okay, be um, you know, uh, hey Siri, text Boss Beef, yo.
Ready to send it?
Yes.
Okay.
So, um, I think I might have to cancel this video or stop this video because I gotta go. But then hello,
Yo, yo.
what's up, Vid?
Chillin'. What's going on, man? What you got going on?
I'm just doing a video right now.
Yeah, you got your house?
Yeah. You want to slide with me? You busy?
Yeah, I'm kind of busy right now. You know, today's my birthday, bro.
Shit, happy birthday, nigga. Happy birthday.
Yeah, man. Ain't no swear, no.
Gee, shit, man. Happy birthday, man. What you got planned on? What you got going on?
I'm about to do no barbecue later. Pull up.
Yeah, I'm off today too, so that'll be perfect. Hit me up. Let me know what time. I'm gonna slide through.
Like
Just,
around sundown.
all right, I got you. Yeah, we just chill and talk and shit.
Yeah, 8 or 9 o'clock, you feel me?
All right, I'll make sure I hit you up though.
Yeah, you gotta bring your own weed, though.
You said what?
I said you gotta bring your own weed.
Nah, you know I don't smoke.
You gotta bring drink or something, dude.
I buy shit. I do. I got cash. What you want me to bring? I'll bring some water, or juice. What you want me to bring?
Don't bring no water. Don't bring no juice. I got that already.
So what you want me to bring?
Bring yourself.
All right, I'll try to bring something. You know I don't drink or smoke, so I'll see what's up.
Damn, that means you can't buy a 12 pack for the.
I would. That's what I'd rather do for y'all boys to drink.
It ain't that serious. Just
Yeah,
come through.
I got you.
All right, no problem.
Yeah, yeah. I don't smoke or drink. um, I'm about my money, but yeah. So it just dropped, and I was in the negatives for a little bit, like maybe like $50 or less, and it dropped, and the whole time I'm nerve wracked because I'm like, I want to make it, and I'm trying to get over $1,000 so that I can be at least giving back my brother what I borrowed from him, or be back from where I left off last week, and it just kept dropping, and I just kept trying to be patient, and it had these quick pullbacks and bounces, but I'm fighting myself to exit, and I ain't exited the trade well enough, but I did. I had my order sitting and it finally executed, but my discipline on exiting was pretty bad on this trade. Um, but I'm glad I made $921. The feeling of making almost $1,000 or $1,000 just felt great. I'm gonna try to speed this speech up or the video up. Then I got into this other stock. Now this wasn't the smartest trade um, I did, not this one. G G GCI was the other stock. I had to add on to a loser. Um, I didn't trade this well, and this was illiquid. I was scanning for other stocks. Everything was perfect for this trade, but the volume was horrible. But I was just looking for an opportunity, and I saw that this could have been an opportunity, but um, honestly, uh, I don't feel like I was forcing it, but it was more of um, what would I say? It was more of just like I could have done better. Um, so it was doing this consolidation here. Um, don't even remember where I shorted it, honestly. Uh, so okay, I guess after this, uh, I shorted it here, and it faded, and I finally got out. Glad I got out because it ended up squeezing, but I had to add here, and then the rest of my order executed here. But the thing was, I chased it right here, and I chased it too big, and I knew it was illiquid. So anybody who's manipulating the stock sees that a big order went through of 2,000 shares, which is like um, 2,000 times what 6. I got it at 6 something. We'll say 620, 6.2. So I put $12,000 in, 13,000, and anybody who saw this shit was most likely gonna manipulate it. So then I added another 1,000, and then it just started fading, and I was able to get out for a $250 gain. The risk to reward wasn't great at all. I risked like 300 bucks to make. It was like a one. It was less than a 1-to-1. Excuse me, but all in all, I made $1,175 for the day. I'm over the $2,600 that I started from, plus another 177. So I'm really happy. I'm feeling much better, and I feel like I could do much better in trading. And this is the start of my new life.